best-selling author Lindsay Manfredi is known as the Rockstar of Radical Self-Worth. Through her work, Lindsay helps people move from chaos to clarity, showing how small shifts can lead to lasting confidence. And she's here to break down what self-worth really means. We say good morning to you, Lindsay. Good to have you on.
Good morning, Ken. Thanks for having me.
You bet. And as we get our big winter storm this weekend, it's a perfect time to read your stuff in the house. It's a good time to be inside reading. We'll talk about going from chaos to clarity and how does somebody do that when they feel overwhelmed and like there's too much coming at them at the same time.
Well, as someone who's been in the industry for over 20 years, getting my dream job in one of the most influential bands of my life, uh, I had written a book on personal transformation and was even coaching people. And I really had no idea how much weight and shame I'd been carrying, along with imposter syndrome. And it really took me being in a very bad relationship, always getting disappointed, for me to really take a good look at my life and see what I was allowing in it. And what I realized is I had all of these patterns of self-sabotage, and it all boiled down to the fact I had. And so I started making micro pivots in everything that I was doing. I stopped self-sabotaging. And I was writing a book, and through writing the book and through the changes that I made in my life over a year, I've really come to this embodied worth aspect. So I help lead others in doing that.
And thankfully so for all of us. What is the difference, would you say, between confidence and self-worth? And you do describe the difference between the two, right?
Absolutely. Well, confidence is external and self-worth is internal. Confidence is saying, well, yeah, I can do this thing, but self-worth is, well, I deserve love and respect and uh, everything that I deserve just because I exist. Self-worth is built on skills. Confidence is built on identity. Self-worth wavers and or confidence wavers and self-worth doesn't.
So confidence, pardon me, excuse me, I have a little frog in my throat. Confidence is something you go in with, and self-worth is something based on what you can see the results are, right? So whether you have and I could be wrong, so correct me if I am. So when you do something with confidence and you see that you did the right thing and what you're doing works, then you can develop self-worth. Does that make sense? Or did I get that right?
Well, self-worth is the unshakable belief that you deserve love and respect. It doesn't really matter what you do. Self-worth is how you talk to yourself and how the decisions that we make on a daily basis usually show what our self-worth is. So if we're doing things, when we're talking down to ourselves, when we're self-sabotaging, doing the things that aren't aligning with who we are, that's usually an indication of whether or not we have good self-worth.
And you talk about the rock star mindset. So how does that help people turn their past challenges into purpose?
With taking your past, we all have a reason that we are here. Trauma is here for a reason, and it's to help us grow. Anytime we can take our past challenges and serve other people with that, that's ultimately what we're here to do as humans. Love.
And then of course in your writings you say stop chasing love, become it. And I think too many people do that. We all know that person or those people who even go from relationship to relationship. I had a friend, pardon me, used to call me and spend an hour on the phone saying, I found the person. Oh, I'm in love. 3 weeks later would call me bawling and crying. And this pattern went on for about 5 years. Finally got married, by the way, just recently. But this pattern would go on and on. Is this common among a lot of people?
Oh, absolutely. That's why the book is called The Girl Who Cried Love, because I would always be in love. I was in love with the idea and I was chasing it. And I really wasn't truly the person I needed to be to attract the kind of love that honored me and served me. And so The Girl Who Cried Love, A Pivot to Self-Worth, the book is my story going it starts from my childhood, and it's pretty. I don't want to say salacious, but I'm sharing love.
And I get that. I get that. And to somebody on the outside, and we're down to our last few seconds, you're a beautiful, super intelligent person with great insight. And I think anyone on the outside would look at you and say, no, that couldn't be you. So that's why I'm so glad you shared this personal information with the world in your writing so that everybody, male, female, can read and realize that we're all human and we share so much in common. Please give us a website so we could get the book, read more about this, and learn more.
Well, the book is on my website, lindsaymanfredi.com. It's also on Amazon. I did the audio for it, so I'm narrating the book for you. And you can
Cool.
follow me on Lindsay Manfredi, all the things. I'm on all the social medias, very active.
Nice. Best-selling author Lindsay Manfredi, thank you for joining us this morning. Have a great day.